I have my own little story I wanted to share with you about my son. And one of the things that I often told our children, especially when they were younger, they are so aware of that now. And before I go on, would you do me a favor? Would you please like and share this video? Would you share this with someone who will need to be encouraged, and they need to be lifted up in maybe some things they're walking through today? And so we have always shared with our children that no matter where they go, that God will be with them. We also let them know that God loves them greater than we could ever love them, and that God has purpose and plan for their life. And I remember this one time, my only son had gone on a school trip. And after telling him this story, just encouraging him many, many times that when mommy and daddy is not there, God is there. And whenever we're not there, you can call upon the name of the Lord and he will be there. And I'm sure some of you moms out there may understand what I'm saying. And maybe you've had your own experiences. In fact, if you have, please comment and let us know and share that testimony with us. I love to hear it. And so here Onijah is on his way to a class trip to Niagara Falls. And most of us know where that is in the United States. If you haven't been to the United States, that would be a wonderful place to visit. But he was in Niagara Falls, and they were on a huge ship or a huge boat that were housing the children. They were on a class trip, and Onijah was at the back of the boat. And of course, there's a lot of turbulence. There's a lot of movement and motions on the boat. I've actually had a wonderful time being on that boat myself. So I kind of understand what he was talking about when he was going through this process himself. But remember, he was just a little teeny lad. And, you know, he was on a class trip. And so somehow he was toward the back of the boat. And when he hit one of the waves or whatever it was, the boat tilted backwards. And he felt himself falling off of the boat. And he shared with me, Mom, I felt a hand push me back up in the boat. He said, so I never got into the water, but I felt a hand on my back just push me back up in the boat. He said, I was a goner. He said, if that hadn't happened, but he was so excited to see that the very things that we shared with him when we could not be there and he was in a place of danger, all he had to do was call on the name of the Lord and God would be there. You know, I think it is so vitally important that we teach our children that God loves them, God has a purpose and plan for them, and to call on the name of the Lord. When mommy and daddy can't get there, God is there with them. And can I just remind you again of Isaiah 43:2 that says, when you pass through the waters, God will be there. He says, I will be with you. And when you go through the rivers, he says, they will not overwhelm you. They did not overwhelm my son because God was there. He had his angelic presence to keep him, to make sure that he was kept safe on that class trip. And so, again, another moment to share on God's glorious intervention in our lives. And I'm sure you have some stories that you can share. Would you comment in the comment area, and would you share your lifelike moments with us? We love to hear them. God bless you. Until the next time.